UN Assembly opens amid widening crisis. The UN system seems in a political funk, a period overwhelmed by a myriad of exponentially expanding conflict, humanitarian crises, and often unpredictable events. Presidents, prime ministers, kings, and potentates are converging in New York for the 79th Annual General Assembly of the United Nations. As the 193 member states meet amid the pomp, splendor, and promise of a renewed challenge to settle conflicts and solve humanitarian crises, which have stubbornly eluded diplomats over this past year of widening strife. There remain deep political division, a long history, East-West, and the emerging North-South geopolitical fault lines. Speaking somberly at the ceremonial ringing of the peace bell at the start of the session, Secretary General Antonio stated, "We come together today to sound the call for peace. Yet peace is under threat. War is on the march from the Middle East to Sudan, Ukraine, and beyond. We see bullets and bombs maim and kill," he intoned. "The foundation of a peaceful world are fracturing, geopolitical division are widening." Indeed, for a decade, and especially during the past few years, the UN system seems in a political funk, a period of overwhelmed by a myriad of exponentially expanding conflicts, humanitarian crises, and often unpredictable events. But we are reminded again and again that while there is a diplomatic deadlock in the decision-making Security Council, the UN works just as well as its 193 member states allow it to. The primary military crisis confronting the global community remains Gaza, and the very real danger of an expanded regional war pitting Israel against Hamas, Hezbollah, and Iran. At the same time, there's a pressing humanitarian civilian death toll due to nearly a year of fighting in Gaza after the Hamas October 7th terrorist attacks on Israel, which deliberately killed over 1,200 civilians and seized over 250 Israeli hostages, many of them American. Despite endless discussion and Security Council meetings, there is yet to be a credible ceasefire, a truce, and a return of the hostages.